What's going on, fam? What's going on? This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're back, continuing our series with Zodiac Health, and today is all about number 10, Capricorn, the game changer. And the natural birth salt that goes along with you, Capricorn, is calcium phosphate. And it's all in this series is all about, maintaining balanced health by using our own birth chart and numbers. And remember, the blood is the life, and without perfect blood, health is impossible. Your thoughts, belief, words, emotion, and actions is going to equal your reality and your results. Your words are like little small magnets that you're throwing out there to the universe and drawing things closer and closer to you each and every day. Okay. Remember that, guys. But if you're watching this presentation right now, you clicked on it for a reason. You were led here for a reason. And the information I'm going to share with you today, number 10, Capricorn, is really, you can add them to your toolbox and do your own search, of course. All right. But you'll see that you'll be able to transform your life from the inside out, because you have your outer reality and you have your inner reality too, right? But, you're, researching and learning more about yourself from a intercellular or intercosmic, level, so to speak. And it's always more to know, okay? But I promise you, there's going to be some additional information down below, but make sure you check into that. I'm going to have some additional books in the description down below and, research on your own, guys. And one thing I do want to, put out there, you will greatly appreciate it, once you do put in the work and start researching a little bit more about the information I'm sharing with you, okay? And a great way, in my experience, to really get a good working knowledge with new information, at least review things about 3 times. That way you can get a kind of like a warm and fuzzy, you feel comfortable, you feel confident, right, about the information. But that's why the book is, the books come in handy. That way you can use them as a reference, and here is all about sharing references with people so we can, enlighten each other, and that's proper scholarship, okay? So remember, these books, will help you, answer a lot of questions, you know, that you've been dealing with throughout your life on an outer level and an inner level. Okay. So please remember that. Be sure to click the like and subscribe button down below. I really appreciate that too. And at this present time, it's all about each and every one of us, just leveling up and sharing our knowledge and wisdom with people. And that's what I'm doing. I'm sharing my lessons and experiences with you and hoping that it will help someone out there listen to this presentation down the line in your experience, because you'll be able to help a lot of people with this information. Okay. So make sure, part of my mission is, to help you, give you a quick tune up, and that way you can tune back in to yourself and to your spirit and to that inner voice, your inner kingdom, that inner church, right? So by now we covered a lot of things, in this series and previous series too. You should have like a working knowledge with your life path, personal year number, personal month number, personal day. If not, don't worry about it. Okay. After this presentation, of course, go back. I have, I've done a lot of, work and put in some presentations just for you. I'll hold your hand and I'll walk you all the way through how to calculate your life path number, your personal year numbers, and what, give you some proper expectations and some direction. And that way you can, kind of predict what to expect, so to speak. That way it doesn't catch you off guard, if that makes sense. I can't, I'm not predicting the future, but you at least have some proper expectations just in case these issues do come about, right? So that's what it's all about this time. But remember, you can go back after this presentation, check out those lectures or presentation. I'll walk you through how to calculate your own numbers. And why is this important? This is very important because your date of birth and the time actually means something. Okay. You didn't just pop up here for that, for on a date and time for a reason. And your parents, everything has a cause and effect. So the more you research the cause of your reality, you'll learn more about yourself, and that will help you gain knowledge of self. All right. And I'm saying it slow because the more you learn about the causation of your being here, the more you will learn about the knowledge of yourself and why you're here at this time to change the planet, because you a game changer, Capricorn. All right. So don't let, I'm not going to let you slide with that one. Okay. But remember, there's no cookie cutter approach to life. Always trust your own intuition, do your own research, you know, and that way we can use these presentations as a tool, as a guide, you know, to help you go to the next level. And you can share this, you know, information with people too and help them too. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. All right. So save yourself some time here, but we're back with this series here. And when it comes to you, Capricorn, here, you know, we really talked a lot about your outer reality. We did about the synchronicities, all the numbers, life path numbers and stuff, right? But in this presentation here, you know, this series is all about your inner world, you know, from head to toe. You know, we really need to know the inner workings of ourselves. What makes us tick? What make our heart beat a certain way? You know, we need to do our own head to toe assessment on ourselves, guys. And it comes with taking responsibility. So if you can pay attention to the top left here, you know, it's all about biochemistry, life chemistry, or the chemistry of life. And so disease is a deficiency in some of the chemical constituents that carry on the chemistry of life, not an entity. So it's all about treating the root cause and not just some symptoms. Okay, George Carey. Now, what's more expensive to you guys? Is it invest, you know, maybe like 75, $100, maybe $200 into some books and some information that can help you and your family prevent, you know, illnesses and disease, or just paying the subject matter expert, you know, to be there for you when you have these issues and you never gain any knowledge about how you can do it on your own. You will always be a consumer. So it's time to cut out the middleman, and not necessarily saying that these subject matter experts are bad, right? Everybody has a purpose, but use them as like another extra set of eyes, right? To make sure everything is dressed and or looking good, you know, so to speak, from their perspective, because it's all about perspective, but it's all about learning more about ourselves. So it's all about treating the whole person and not just these symptoms, okay, or these illnesses. So as we go from, you know, to the right here, Capricorn, when it comes to your note key signature is A. And Capricorn covers from December 22nd all the way through January 20th. And the common cell salt for you, Capricorn, is calcium phosphate. And with calcium phosphate, you know, it's a bone builder, and it's helpful in any bone illness or disease. On an emotional inner level, you know, you guys are spiritual. You know, you really take care of the needs of other, you know, interprets and acts from within yourself. So what that means, you know, you listen to that inner voice, that inner oracle, you gain the knowledge and wisdom or some ideas, right? And you may write them down, and you go ahead and take action from there. And that's what it's all about. You know, you get these ideas, you write them down, and then, you know, take action, test them out to see what worked, what doesn't work, refine and repeat the process. You'll hear me mention that very often, guys. But on the physical aspect, when it comes to you, Capricorn, you know, it deals with the eye flexibility, electrical issues, non-physical issues, and resource management and the aging. Okay. And again, guys, you know, the blood is the elixir of life, and blood is to the human body what the soil is to a plant. It is common knowledge that poor, exhausted soil will produce only weak, sickly plants. In the same way, poor blood lacking in the essential constituents will produce weak, sickly bodies prone to disease, right? By enriching the soil, the ill-conditioned plant can be made to recover and flourish. The recovery of the ailing human body can best be achieved by a similar process, by restoring to the blood the constituents in which it is lacking, right? So, and this is just simple biochemistry on the surface level, the chemistry of living tissue. All right. So to follow along, guys, I do have them book references down below. Get those books. Okay. You will thank me later. And this book that I'm using here, just to scratch the surface, the homeopathic cell salt remedies by Nikki Lennon and Lionel Roth. So let's talk a little bit more about this wonderful birth salt for you, Capricorn, this calcium phosphate. So when it comes to calcium phosphate, it's considered, like the regulator of healthy cellular activity. Now, phosphate of lime or calcium phosphate is one of the major cell salt remedies. It operates by promoting healthy cellular activity as a main constituent of all the cells and fluids in the body. It plays a major role in the health of the muscular, skeletal, excretory, and lymphatic system. It is interesting to note that calcium phosphate is a main ingredient in most productive soils. The gardener who is unfamiliar with calcium phosphate as a soil additive is a poor gardener indeed. No, not surprisingly, is one of the first salts to take if you're feeling generally like kind of run down, as well as, the primary remedy for children who are not growing or developing properly. Remember that, parents. Now, this cell salt tends to, intensify the action of other cell salts in promoting healthy cellular function and restoring the tone to weakened organs or tissues. So it's often taken in conjunction with many other salts. So calcium phosphate is known for its restoration power after acute disease or illnesses and infections. It can be very helpful for people who catch colds very easily as well. And lastly, it is useful for many disorders of the reproductive organs, especially in women. Okay. So as we close, guys, this is simple biochemistry, the life chemistry, if you see me on the far right here. And learn those 7 Hermetic principles, use them daily. You will thank me later. And number 10, Capricorn, you're the game changer. You're here to help usher in the new information, new consciousness, and put them into action, because you pretty balanced here, with that masculine and feminine energy of the 1 and the 0. Okay. So use, both your creative and your enforcing half to your advantage. Okay. So don't work in your lower nature in a number 1, which is not bad because you're still a leader, right? But when you balance that creative and that, enforcing, powers, that masculine feminine energy, you can really usher in some things for people. And that's why, you're here to do the great work, right? And you hear this all the time. That's your nature, to help usher in the great work, because you all about big business. No matter what field you in, it's big business to you, because you here to do big things, Capricorn. All right. But as we get out of here, calcium phosphate, 80% of the time, is the first cell salt to become deficient in some symptoms of illnesses or disease for you, Capricorn. So it's a common useful, uses for calcium phosphate. Is helpful for people who catch cold very easily, reproductive organs, digestion, deals with the gastric and bile. And then you have the bones, knees, this, what is this? Sacrum. Oh my God, I messed that up, but it's all good. I'll fix it. But the albumin, which is the liver protein, muscles, mucus, restores weak organs and tissues after acute infections as well. All right. But a telltale sign of deficiency of this salt is like disturbance in the bone tissue, decay of bone, eruptions, abscesses, and a little mucus as well. Okay. So please, keep that in mind. All right, guys. But every 30 days, your body creates new cells based on the nutrients that you put in it. So if you really want to see change in your body and in yourself, period, from a mental level too, change the input for a better output. Everything has a root cause. So treat the entire body, treat the root cause, and then that way you can really see change manifest throughout your life, right? But some common dosage here is 3, 6, 9. I love using those numbers. They're very powerful and very special. Okay. But less is more. Start with 3 twice a day or as needed here. As you, test things out for yourself, but you cannot overdose on cell salt, your body would naturally take in the resources that it need and push out the rest of its waste, because your body is very intelligent. It's smarter than what you think. Okay. All right. So, but investigate and trust the process. Give your body 90 days to do its thing, right? Naturally. Mother Nature know what she's doing. Let her do her thing. Okay. But Capricorn, it's all about learning something new each and every day. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and be that leader, you know, and also and help enforce, new change in every aspect in your life. You have to become that part, that you looking for first, and then just let it go. Okay. You know, and then show people will notice your results. They will see your results. So you don't really have to say much, but help usher in, this new information. You're that change agent, that game changer for a reason, because things have to change. Things can't, remain the same. That's part of growth, right? But I really appreciate you guys. Be sure to click the like and subscribe button down below. We'll be back with our next presentation, and it's all about what? Aquarius number 11. All right, that 11 and 11. So we're gonna come in with the Aquarius, okay, guys? But this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I appreciate you so much. Until next time, stay grateful and focused, fam. Peace.